The only way for others to respect us is by establishing the boundaries we set, which will make them understand what we like and dislike, so that people won't dare to mistreat us. If not invited, don't join. If they don't tell you, don't pry. If we're not heard, don't continue talking. If we're not prioritized, don't prioritize them. If not involved, don't interfere. If not asked, don't give advice. By setting these boundaries, people will know you're not afraid of anyone. Those who don't respect your boundaries mean that by setting these limits, we'll lose many people. Yes, that's right. We'll lose many people who don't respect our boundaries. But the point is, we'll lose people who don't appreciate our boundaries. And the good news is, yes, our circle of friends will shrink. But those few friends are the ones who truly respect our boundaries. Why should we be afraid of losing people, especially those who don't respect our boundaries? As we mature, isn't it true that our circle of friends gets smaller? It means our circle will gradually shrink, and that's how the world works. By setting boundaries in our interactions, the universe will naturally filter out which friends are suitable and which are not for us, which friends add value to our lives and which ones don't, friends who share our vision and those who don't, or at least those who respect each other's principles. Then, after that, learn to say no when we truly can't or don't want to do something. It sounds simple, but believe me, for people accustomed to living to please others, accustomed to seeking acceptance, it's really hard. Believe me, when you stop living to please everyone and you get used to saying no to things you don't want to do, you'll realize that you can still be a good person without agreeing to everyone's requests. So how can we build our self-confidence to establish boundaries and say no without fearing losing others? The key is to have self-respect, respect for oneself. When you prioritize others over yourself and neglect your own interests, it's the same as not respecting yourself. You're not respecting your time. You're not being disciplined about what you've scheduled. For example, on a day off, you want to be at home, spending time with your child, because you don't have time on other days due to work. Suddenly, your friend invites you out and you agree, just because you're afraid that they won't be your friend anymore. But that day, your child and spouse need your time, but because you can't refuse their invitation, your child and spouse end up neglected. It's as if they can buy all your time. The second key to building self-confidence or self-respect so that we're not afraid of losing others is to learn to be okay with being alone in everything, to be comfortable being alone. The point is, when you get used to doing everything on your own, you won't be afraid of losing people, especially those who don't respect your privacy. You'll quickly move on when you break up with someone who isn't right for you. You'll quickly forget your friendships that need to end. You'll quickly recover mentally when you're abandoned. Besides, doing everything on your own in the eyes of others is invaluable, and people won't dare to mess with you. You're not needy, and you're independent in the eyes of others. Isn't that a valuable point? In short, setting boundaries is crucial in maintaining a healthy and respectful relationship. It's not about being tough or rude. It's about ensuring that our needs and comforts are respected by others. After we set boundaries in our lives, after we dare to say no to things we can't or don't want to do, the next step is consistency. Don't violate the boundaries we set ourselves. For example, if we say no smoking in our dorm room, but we ourselves smoke in it or in someone else's room. So being consistent is a journey towards earning respect. After being consistent, the next step is to treat others as we want to be treated. Respect the boundaries set by others. Also, respect it when your friend says no. Don't just want to be understood, but not understand others. I hope this helps.